受け無このすり切れ落語お客様の笑顔キラリキラリ声わははサンシャイン落語その話の中に光る光るすご技がサンシャイントロント生まれのサンシャイン劇作家だったサンシャイン興味持った日本文化歌舞伎との来日5年でサンシャイン落語に恋したサンシャインそのおかげで出会えた人生の詩集100年ぶりの外国人の落語家誕生フレンチ英語使って笑わす老若男女貧乏のセンス座布団最初はお辞儀から枕ポン大ウォッチのぼだこの笑いには遥か彼方フロムカナダ来たよ桂サンシャイン落語でいざ世界中を照らす桂サンシャインそう私桂サンシャインでございます
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you might be. According to where you are, that's what the greeting shall be. Live from Tokyo Studios, Sunshine Studios in Tokyo. Sunshine Studios in Tokyo. I'm Katsura Sunshine. Got a little bit of a story for you today. Got a different mic. I don't know. Tell me, how does this sound? This one looks a bit better, but it's a different kind of mic. A little bit of a podcast kind of look. I got my earphones on. I tried my earphones yesterday in the Japanese show, and it's just so much better if I can hear myself talking, because then I know I have an approximation of what I sound like. I don't know though, but this is the weekly Rakugo show. I do 4 shows a week live. 3 of them are talk shows. One's a Rakugo show. I'm not doing complete Rakugo today, but we'll do, I got some funny stories for you. They're traveling stories, jet lag stories. I am still jet lagged. I just got back to Japan about a week and a half ago. And I don't know how you guys are for jet lag, but for jet lag just kills me. It kills me, and it takes me a long, long time to recover. Usually about 2-3 weeks. The trip between New York and Tokyo usually takes between 2 or 3 weeks for me to recover, sometimes even longer. And it's not like I'm tired all the time. It's not like I'm tired all the time, but when you get tired at weird times. And when you get tired, I should say you, like it's everyone. Some of my friends don't get affected by jet lag at all. I'm very jealous of that. But for me, jet lag is when I get tired, I just collapse. So in the middle of my story today, if I collapse, you know it's jet lag. Funny thing is, it doesn't affect me when I'm performing. When I'm talking, when I'm performing, no matter what happens. So I used to fly to Japan from New York on a Sunday and meet with investors and sponsors on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, fly back to New York Thursday morning, leave Tokyo Thursday morning, and arrive in New York Thursday morning at around the same time, because the trip is 12 hours and the time difference is about 12 hours, 13 hours, whatever it is. So you basically arrive at the same time you left, which is kind of loopy. I'd go for a quick nap and then walk to the theater and perform that Thursday and then repeat the whole thing the next week. Performances went fine. But the Thursday, Saturday performances, the Friday, just slept straight through. Did not wake up until Saturday. So slept through from Thursday night through to Saturday morning. Used to sleep through that. And then be up for another show on Saturday night. So anyway, regardless of my jet lag difficulties, I have a show for you today. And actually, the jet lag has allowed me to derive some material from traveling and from jet lag. And so I got a couple of funny stories for you today. A little bit of a short performance for you today, and then we'll do an uchiage. It's gotten cooler, so I don't think I'll get as hot when I'm performing now. And so if I don't get as hot, then that means I don't have to change between the what do we got here? We got a wire in the way somewhere here. What do we got here? What's that? Why do I have a wire in there? I don't want. Oh, that's my monitor. Okay, I just want everything to be perfect for you guys. So I won't have to change. So we'll have an uchiage party. I'll read your comments. I'll have a drink together. No alcohol for me this morning. I'm on coffee. So we'll do our uchiage after. But we're back into the swing of things. How's that? Not bad, right? We're back into the swing of things, in that it's 4 shows a week live, and the Rakugo on Saturday night, 9 p.m. New York time and Toronto time and wherever everybody else is from. And that's Sunday morning, 11 a.m. now in Japan, Sunday morning, and wherever you are, it's sometime for you. It's sometime. It's always sometime for everyone. I don't know. There's a cool proverb in there somewhere. So anyway, it looks like, wow, this is amazing. We got 17 people watching. This is a quorum. So I'd like to perform a little bit for you, and we'll do an Uchiage party. Just a couple of things. So I'd like you guys to put in your mind, if you've ever heard airline or airport or pilot joke, I'd love you to write it in the comments after, and I would like to steal it from you. The winner of the best joke or jokes has the honor of me using it in my performances. So yeah, if you guys have any, let me know. I'm gonna give you some of mine today. They'll be in Rakugo style. So it's not a traditional Rakugo. It's not actually a full Rakugo story today. A couple of short Rakugos for you. Hope you enjoy it. So happy to be back into the swing of things. Well, let me tell you, this time coming back from New York to Tokyo, it was quite an experience because, Haneda Airport in Tokyo is completely set up for COVID. And the first thing you do when you get off, you have to do an anketo or a survey on your iPhone. And there's lots of people there to help you. I called upon the people there they're like customs officials. They're there to help you. And basically, this is a survey to prevent the spread of coronavirus. So it's the date you came in and where you were the last couple of weeks, the country you came from, and what flight you came in on, and where you're going to be quarantining, because self-quarantine for 2 weeks right now. What is the transportation you are going to use to get to your quarantine spot, because you are not allowed to use public transportation such as trains or taxis. So you have to hire. I got the Japanese in my mind. You have to hire. You basically have to get a car. You have to get a private car. In Japanese, they call that haya from the English word hire. Although if you say, yeah, I got to hire. I figure, if it's I got to hire, nobody's going to know what you say in English. The reason I'm stumbling over my words right now is I just thought of a new joke. There's something in it. There's something in here, guys. There's something in here. Like from the airport, I never take a taxi. Why? Because I get higher. I get higher. Something about, flying high and something. There's a joke in there, guys. Sorry. It just dawned on me. It's not, that was unprepared. Clearly, it was unprepared. Clearly unprepared. So, but this anketo, this survey that I was doing on the iPhone, this was interesting because the very first thing I had to put into I thought it was your birth date because it's all in Japanese. So put in my birth date, and it said red letters came out and said no, put in today's date, and then I put them in the wrong order and said no, put in today's date, and then I put the wrong day in because when you leave New York, you get to Japan the next day. So I put in today's date, what I thought it was, because that's what it was when I left, and it was still on no, please put in today's date. And it kept flashing at me, please enter today's date. I'm surprised the letters weren't getting bigger. To me, they were getting bigger. It was getting very, very insistent. So finally, I got the date right, and it said correct. And I thought, if you know today's date, why are you asking me? I was talking to my iPhone. I think the customs officials thought I was a little bit of a suspicious one. No doubt, and they were not wrong. But that, for my job, I'm flying a lot, and so you get a lot of stories and a lot of interesting incidents happening. And, a lot of people ask me, as a Rakugo storyteller, as a comedian, how do you make up, and you say in Japanese, neta. Neta is like material, like how do you make up jokes? Yeah, we're actually not making up anything. And I think this is probably no different between, stand-up comedians and Rakugo storytellers. We're not making up too much in that. It's more like actual situations that happen to you in your real life and everyday life that end up being the source of material. Anything that, in everyday life that makes me laugh eventually finds its way on stage or in my performance in one way or another. And this actually happened to me. I went down to Cuba a couple of years ago. And I sat down playing, and usually when I'm riding an international flight, it's New York, Tokyo, or London, Tokyo, those kinds of routes. So actually the space, even in economy class, even in coach, is not that bad. It's tolerable for even someone of my size. But when you go for these like southern places, I think it's the resort places, or I was going to Havana. It was for work, so it wasn't like I was going on a holiday. But it's still one of those cheaper tickets, and you're packed in. Like these seats are small, and the seat in front of you is like right in your face. Anyway, got in, and this elderly Cuban lady sits beside me, which it was fine. But but what she did, she had this massive doll. I don't think she'd ridden a plane before, except to go to the United States for a visit. And now she's coming back with a souvenir for her granddaughter or something. I don't know what this doll was, but this doll was massive, right? It was a massive kind of Raggedy Ann doll, old fashioned doll. It was massive. So she was sitting down with this thing. And it's funny, the doll had a t-shirt, high class girl, which I thought was kind of funny. It's kind of funny t-shirt to have. High class girl. Fine. Perfect. That's all fine. She sat down beside me in the aisle seat, and I'm on the window seat, and she puts this doll spreads over my lap, over her lap and my lap. Okay, so now I've got a doll in my lap, apart from the obvious restrictions in space that I have the seat in front of me and the lack of reclinability and etc. And the small seat. Now I've got this lady beside me who has a doll, and the doll is over my lap. But this lady clearly can't speak that much English, so I don't want to say anything. And she looked at me, she said, okay. I said, oh, okay. Now, the reason I said okay, and tell me, guys, in the comments if I'm wrong about this. Here's my thinking. As an experienced flyer, there's no way this is going to be allowed, right? There's no way this is going to be allowed. So why should I tell this lady that she's going to have to put her doll up in the baggage compartment or something like that, or check it or whatever? Why should I be the one to tell her? I don't work here. It's not bothering me in the immediate term. And plus, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping it. She doesn't speak English. I don't speak Spanish. I can say one Spanish thing. Una cerveza per favor, which means please give me a beer. I don't think that Spanish is going to work in this situation. So I forget it. Screw it. I say, no, I'm not going to be the one to try to get in an argument with this lady when clearly a flight attendant is going to come and take care of the situation. Correct me if I'm wrong in my thinking, guys. But I thought this was a smooth way to deal with this. I just smiled and I said, okay. This flight attendant comes by. And the first flight attendant came by also couldn't speak Spanish. So she said, no, you have to put this up. And she said, no, my granddaughter, something like that. Yeah, yes, okay, but you have to put it up here. She's like, no, please, my granddaughter. So she knew a bit of English, right? No. But the thing is, ma'am, when we're flying, this is a little bit dangerous. It's a safety rule. All we have to do is put it up there, and you can have it when we're finished, when we arrive. And she's like, no, my granddaughter. Then she said something that was very surprising to me. She looked over at me and she said, he said, okay. So suddenly it's my fault that this thing's here, right? Okay. 1 second. I'm thinking, I said, okay, but I didn't say it was okay to break the airline rules. It says okay to put this, my thinking, right? I said it was okay to put this on my lap until the flight attendant comes and tells you that that's not allowed. That's all I'm saying. So suddenly I'm the one making the rules for the airline. Right? So this flight attendant gives up. It's clear that there are Spanish-speaking flight attendants on the flight. So she brings the flight attendant, sends another flight attendant over. Another flight attendant speaks to her in Spanish. They have a little thing going. I know what they're saying. Una cerveza per favor did not enter into the conversation, so I didn't understand what they were saying. Suddenly, this flight attendant takes the doll and takes it to the front of the plane. So I think they probably checked it or something like that. Anyway, no problem. Anyway, this lady, in the middle of the flight, like it's a typical lady, typical nice grandmother. Like I think any culture, any background, they're like this, right? Just unravels a candy, and and with her fingers, just like says, "Here." She pops it in my mouth. Like, if you want to give me a candy, give me a candy. Why don't you let me unwrap it myself? But anyway, these were the pre-corona times, so I was like, okay, thank you. I'm smiling, and anyway. Get to the end of the flight. And here, like, look, guys, I'm a big guy. The person in front of me leaned their seat back at one point. So, like, the front of the seat is, like, right in front of me. Like, geez, like, if I could afford it, I would love to have gone into first class or whatever for this flight. But, it's only a few hours. So, grin and bear it. I've got a nice Spanish lady beside me who I can't communicate with, but for whatever. We get to the end, and I'm exiting this flight. And I'm walking, and then you get the business class seats were a little bit bigger, and then you get the first class seats, which are massive. Not too many people flew first class. I don't think people are going to pay first class so much for a trip to Havana. I don't think you just want to save the money and spend the money when you get there. I think that's the thinking, and I don't think there were too many business people taking the trip, so there wasn't too many people in first class. And I passed by the first class. You have to pass by first class to get out. I passed by and I looked to my right, and they're beautifully sprawled out, relaxed, and waiting for everyone to get off the plane in first class, in a beautiful first class seat, is a big doll which says high class girl. And I thought, there we go. There we go. You weren't wrong. You really are a high class girl. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking, could have solved that whole problem by letting me sit in first class. Clearly, the airline has its priorities. So, completely true story. I have witnesses, guys. But, you never know what's going to happen on an airplane. It's pretty funny. I got on an Air Canada flight from Haneda to Toronto. And it was an Air Canada flight, Haneda to Toronto, so Tokyo to Toronto. I get on, and I know where my seat is because I chose the one with the leg room. It's economy class, but it's in front of the emergency exit, so you've got leg room. And I had the aisle seat. I knew I had the aisle seat, but I think it looked like there were no neighbors. Anyway, the plane's filling up, but you could see it from pretty far away because it's business class ends, and then you have a little bit of a space for the washrooms, and you can see. So my seat is actually jutting out. And I thought, okay, there's my seat. And it was funny. I usually wait till the last second to get on the plane. I never understand. Let me know what you think about this. But I never understand how it's a big privilege to board the plane first. Priority boarding. So I'm in the airport, which is spacious, high ceilings. I can sip on my beer while I'm in the airport in the gate. And I may be in a lounge. If I have a few points, I've been in the lounge. But if I'm not in the lounge, I'm still at the gate. There's a bar there. I got a cocktail. But because me or whoever, because you are someone with a higher class point ranking, or because you are business class, whatever it is, you have the privilege of boarding earlier. So you see me. Oh, I have got I'm in group one, and so they go, and it's group one. But it's the privilege of boarding this small fuselage in a very cramped space. And unless it's business class, where they're going to bring you a glass of champagne or something like that, if it's economy class, you're like going from sipping cocktails with high ceilings and good air into the fuselage, and then you're waiting for everyone to like come through. And if you're in an aisle seat, you have to get up and sit down a few times. I don't understand. This is the airline's trick. Like they say, well, because you're a privileged and very important customer, we are giving you this. Like, no, give me, if I'm high priority, give me final call boarding any day. So anyway, I just give myself final call boarding. It's not very hard. You just wait until the end, until it's final call, last call, and then they call your name. If you're really late, to call your name, and then you feel really important. Anyway, I usually wait to the end. So this plane was filling up, and I think the guy sitting in just across the aisle, this Japanese guy, young guy, he didn't think I was going to come. So this guy decided to steal my pillow, but I was pretty far away, but I could see him. This guy grabs my pillow from my seat. So I thought, okay, I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this guy. So I got up closer. So I looked at my seat. I said, no pillow. And I looked at the seat beside me, which is empty anyway, right? And it says a pillow, no pillow. And I could feel this guy starting to get a little bit embarrassed, like right here. It's right here in my vision. In the second row, he stole my pillow, and now he sees this big guy in a kimono. Like, I think I'm a bit of an intimidating presence in this form. Like, you just don't know. Right? So, no pillow. And then I turned to him. He was shaking. I turned to him. He was avoiding my gaze. I turned to him. I said, Makura dorobo yanai ka, which means there's a pillow thief in our midst. And all the Japanese people around just started cracking up because they saw the whole thing happen. And so he's like, oh, take it. And I was like, no, I don't care. Because I actually never use the pillow. I usually just throw it up or throw it downstairs, throw it at my feet, or throw it up in the baggage. I don't use the pillow. So I said, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's a lot of fun things happen on the airlines. Later on in that, you got the announcement from the flight attendant, and they said in Japanese, Air Canada, ご利用いただきましてありがとうございました。皆様のおかげさまで、今年は3年目、北米第一の飛行機会社にさせていただきまして、恐縮でございます。ありがとうございました。Which means, thank you for writing Air Canada. For the third year running, we've been nominated the best airline in North America. So here's another good chance. Sorry, first they said it in English. And then she said it in Japanese. I thought, okay, I'm gonna make a joke when she says it in Japanese. So when she gets to the end, she says in Japanese, she's saying, おかげさまで第一、北米第一, right? 北米第一, top airline in North America. And in a loud voice, kind of hiding my mouth, but in a loud voice, I said, 北米第一、ハードル低いわ. Which means best in North America, not much competition. People all around cracked up. And that's a serious thing, right? I think Lewis maybe heard this before. He's going to say, well, there's Southwest. There's not much competition among the airlines to be a great airline in North America. If you're best in Asia, now that's something. You got Thai Airlines is great. You've got Singapore. You've got the Japanese airlines, JAL and ANA. So if you're the best in that group, that division, it's a much stronger division. Yeah, we're in a weak division. It's like the Leafs. Like we're the Toronto Maple Leafs never quite make it too far in the playoffs, but we're always playing Boston in the first round. There's some high class teams. Tampa, Boston, same thing. Anyhow, guys, I got a couple of short Rakugos for you today. Let me know your favorite, and let me know if you have an incident or a joke that can be made into a little Rakugo for my future performances on stage or on the show. But here we go. We'll go in no particular order here. Excuse me, flight attendant. Yes, can I help you, sir? Yes, it's just a little bit chilly. A little bit chilly in the seat. There's a bit of a draft. Can you do something about this? I don't know how everybody else feels. Oh, a little bit chilly. Why don't you sit at the back? There's a corner seat. A corner seat. Yes. There's a corner seat. I think you find it much warmer. Really? So you don't have to play with the heat or anything? You're trying to tell me that the corner seat is warmer? The corner seat is much warmer. About 90 degrees. Just very high-level jokes today, guys. Please try to keep up. Yeah, Jinbei-san. Yes, Kukiroku. Jinbei-san. The other day, I stayed in a very scary hotel. Scary hotel, yes. Yes, the lady that cleaned up my room each day I stayed there, housekeeping. Wasn't a lady. Oh, so it was a man. Yeah. So what's scary about that? Why do you call her a lady if she was a man? No. Yeah, it was a man. Well, that wasn't that scary, but I just thought, this is a little bit of a dangerous hotel. Dangerous hotel. Yeah, I felt like kind of a little bit like organized crime was involved. Organized crime? Kind of gotta give it a mafia feel to it. Wait a minute. The person that was cleaning your room, the housekeeping attendant, was a male, and you make the jump to organized crime and mafia? Why would you say something like that? Because it was a made man. Okay, guys, these are getting higher and higher level. Keep up with me here. Excuse me. Flight attendant, yes, sir, can I help you? Thank you for riding with us. Yes, this is a baby crying beside me. One more time. Sorry, I set that one up wrong, but I didn't spoil it yet, so I can do it over. Guys, a little rewind. We can't edit because this is live. A little rewind. The other day I had a very, very interesting experience, Jinbei-san, on the flight. You had an interesting experience. What kind of interesting experience? Yeah, there's a baby crying next to me. Baby crying next to you. I hate it when that happens. Airlines, the airport, they're so cramped, and then you have a baby crying next to you, and it's a long flight. Yeah, so I asked the stewardess, I asked the flight attendant if I could move. You asked the flight attendant. I said, yes, excuse me, I know there's a baby crying next to me. And there were a lot of empty seats. What did she say? She said, no, I'm sorry, it's a rule. It's a rule. Yeah, she said, it's a rule. You can't move. She said, I rule. You can't move. I've never heard of that. There's empty seats and the baby crying next to you. You would think that in the service industry that they would try to move you. Kiroku, what was the rule? Did she tell you what the rules? Yes. She said you can't move to another seat to be far away from the baby if it's your own baby. Sorry, I'm sure there's a better version of that joke in there somewhere, guys. Here we go. Jinbei-san, I've been researching airplanes lately. Researching airplanes. Have you learned anything? Yes. Very interesting things. Oh, Kiroku. All right. Tell me something interesting about airplanes. Well, you know what? Now we have jets. But, propeller planes. Don't have them so much anymore. But in the olden days, they used to have propeller planes. Yes, propeller planes. Do you know what the propeller is for? Well, the propeller is the same thing as the jet. It drives the plane forward. It's what allows it to fly. Yes, the propeller is to allow the plane to fly. That's true. But the propeller also has one other function. The propeller on the front of the plane, it's actually to keep the pilot cool. Keep the pilot cool. Well, you mean in place of air conditioning, the propeller blows onto the pilot and it keeps the pilot cool? Yes. Come on. You must be joking. That's impossible. I don't believe you. Don't believe me? No, it's true. We have evidence. Evidence to support that the propeller is what keeps the pilot cool. Yes. If the propeller stops in mid-flight, you see the pilot really start to sweat. Hello, sir. Thank you for riding our airline today. It's dinner time. We'd like to serve you dinner. Would you like dinner? Oh, dinner. Thank you. Oh, dinner. Oh, what's the choice? The choice is to eat dinner or not to eat dinner. Yes, sir. How many bags would you like to check today? I have 3 bags today to check. Oh, 3 bags. Very good, sir. Please put them on the scale here. Excellent. 3 bags. 3 bags, sir, right? Yes, I would like you to send one of my bags to Tokyo, one of my bags to London, and one of my bags to New York, please. One of your bags to Tokyo, one of my bags to London, one bag to New York. I'm sorry, sir. We can't do that. Really? You did that last month. Jinbei-san, yes, Kiroku. I learned a lot of things about pilots recently during my research. You did? Yeah, what did you learn about pilots? Pilots never prepare when they make speeches. Really? They never prepare when they make speeches? Why not? They're very used to winging it. Jinbei-san, yes, Kiroku. Airplane jokes make me feel like I'm flying. Airplane jokes make you feel like you're flying. Yes, they're so sunny. Yes, they're so funny. They make me soar. Okay, guys, getting higher and higher level here as the altitude increases. My spatial sense is decreasing. What do you call it? The air is getting thinner, guys, and so that's what's happening to the jokes. The jokes are getting thinner. Just a couple more Rakugos for you guys, if you can bear it. Jinbei-san, I really don't like to eat when I fly. You don't like to eat when you fly. Why not? The airplane food is too plain. I just ruined that one. Sorry, guys. Jinbei-san, I've been doing some research. Research, huh? Yes. You know what? Pilots are very competitive. Really. I thought they had to cooperate with each other. I thought it was a sense of cooperation that's most important in the cockpit. Yes. Sense of cooperation. But they're actually inside, they're very, very competitive. Really? In what way are they competitive? Well, they're always prepared for a rival. And that's the end of the Rakugo today. And not a moment too soon, guys. I'll be back in 1 minute for our Uchiage. I hope you enjoyed today's performance.
Udon used to be the Osaka soul food. They love it as much today in Japan as they did back then. Nothing's changed except the change that if you had some change, you could score a bowl of udon only 16 yen. 16 yen. That's a price for the people. 16 yen. That's a price anyone could afford, really. 16 yen. Except for some people that really couldn't afford it. And that's what our story's about today. A couple of guys who tried to save 1 yen. One succeeded, one not so much. Udon man, put the food on man. The noodle addiction is my disorder.
Okay, guys. a little bit of improvisation and a few mistakes, but we got through it. We got through it together. My sound's going a bit big here. Let's see. This mic tends to have less of a range that I can try, but I like it. It looks good. And looks are important as well. So time to start our uchiage. I see a lot of comments flowing in. I just saw the last one. The last comment is great. Good jokes, mostly. Thank you very much. All right, let's go to the beginning. Holy smokes, as usual on a Saturday show. Let me see. Maybe I'll sit a little bit closer to the mic for this. Get a little closer to the mic, and that'll and then point it up to me. Is that better? Maybe the sound's a bit better there this way. Not sure. Let me know what you think about the sound. Louise Robitaille, hello. Titfill, evening. Just lost what was left of my hearing. Volume was up too loud. Okay, so that's not my fault. Good. Jeez. I'm glad I wasn't responsible for that. Artemis Wolfgang-san, I love your theme song so much. Thank you so much. Arigato. Ed Dombrowski, very nice. Thank you. And again, so great to meet you in person in New York. That was a lot of fun. Good morning, evening. One sec. Artemis. I was there last December. You mean you were you in Japan last December, or were you at my show last December? What's this? Oh, that's my coffee cup. Okay. So this thing's getting in the picture that I don't necessarily want. Where were you last December? So just for those of you who are joining recently, I read the comments a lot after you make them, so it's pretty tough to get the context sometimes. So let me know where you were. Good evening, Queens and House. The intro vid has changed. Has it changed? Not sure about that. Lewis and Laura in the house from Toronto. Nice tie. Thank you. This actually, it's a silk tie, and it has a Japanese sakura. In Japanese, you say wagara. It has a sakura, which is cherry blossom. It has a cherry blossom pattern on it, but it's not so much as the color as the indent. It's like indentation. What do you call that when you indent material? I completely forgot. I'm forgetting my English. Oh, a tie. Getting an announcement. No real announcement. Not yet. From Ottawa, Canada. Mike sounds good. Is that new monkey in the back? That's a mini sunshine. Atlantic City. Nicely done. Atlantic City. Oof, love to go there. Love to perform there. Emi-san's Little Sunshine. Yep. Smilena Kirilova, good evening. Also from Toronto. Your performance is always hot. Thank you. Arigato. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Laura. Charlotte, NC, North Carolina. Back in the house. Suni Sato-san from Frozen, New Jersey. So New Jersey's cold, eh? Yeah, I left New York right on time, I heard. It's freezing there, eh? Caro Frise, long time no hear. Yeah, I've been on. Not consistently, but I've been on. Looks like a radio show with the headphones and the mic. Yeah. It's a lot easier for me with that. Do you get used to the headphones? Is it okay to do Rakugo with headphones, guys? And a mic in the picture? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But it's a lot easier for me. The sound's better, I think, because it's closer. It's closer to me. Like we're evening show with Katsura Sunshine. We can get really close. But not just that, but the headphones help me get a kind of a take on what my voice is actually sounding like. Watching you on Booth, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you. So that means there's less people watching than I thought there was. Hello, Leo-san. Recently, very consistent member. Excellent. It happens. What happens? That sounds like a weed-related joke. Which one is that? The best airline joke is in your Jisa Bokeh jet lag video from this week. Which is what? Good evening, New Jersey in the house, Vandana-san. Thank you. Looks like Dharma made a friend. Yes, Dharma has a mini sunshine friend. Yep, we got more Jersey in the house. We got quite a bit. Jersey, we got quite a bit. Hasha, I talk to things too, especially my phone. Stupid thing is done. Yeah. Well, I think I look pretty weird, like actually talking to my iPhone. If I was talking to someone on my iPhone, it would have been one thing, but I mean, nobody there's talking on the phone. I mean, it's like, it's customs, right? Georgina Bird-san, Ohio gozaimasu. Thank you for joining. Lewis, exactly, except we all know Sunshine's vice is whiskey, not weed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not big on weed. I've tried it a few times when I was in university. I'm not going to say I didn't inhale, but I don't know. I don't think it should be illegal, personally, but it's not for me. It's not for me. Love alcohol, as everyone knows. Love alcohol. That's my vice. Oh, I'm yet a Jersey person, more of a kimono New Yorker in Jersey. Okay. Tidville, nice. Is Dharma's friend a Muppet? Yeah, it is a puppet. I can actually talk to this guy. Mini Sunshine. Oh, Dharma fell down. Sorry about that, Dharma. There we go. This guy's kind of cool. Right? You can do. Hello, everyone. I don't know why you listen to this guy. Kind of boring. Oh, don't call me boring. But you're bored. Didn't you see me? I didn't react at all to any of your jokes. Really? You didn't react to any of my jokes? No. Why not? Because they're boring. Isn't it because I didn't have my hand in your back moving your mouth? Be quiet. Anyway, you need to practice a little more. I need to practice? Why? Every time I talk, your lips are moving. Oops. And I can't do two voices at once. Anyway, that's that. Sorry, guys. I didn't prepare. We got to prepare. So yeah, that's the Mini Sunshine. And I am not a ventriloquist, clearly. Now, the reason you guys haven't seen it is because he was in New York. I brought him back in my suitcase. Maybe that's why he's a little bit upset. Not in a good mood. Oh yeah, on videos, right? Mini Sunshine. Got it. Doll got a seat in first class. Well, Mini Sunshine didn't get a first class. It was first class Doll. Exactly. Okay, nice. Candy, she's trying to drug you. Nah, she wasn't. She was a nice old lady. Greg Mayumi Warkel-san. That's two of you, I guess, eh? Hi, from Oregon. Thank you for joining from Oregon. Lewis, she puts a doll in your lap and then gives you candy. Wait, it's a family show. Be quiet. Kora! Lewis, I called it. First class. Did you call that? So did you put that in before? Nicely done. Nicely done. Sasuga Lewis. Konnichiwa. 2 channel. Hello, 2 channel. High class girl. Patch, 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 patch. Georgina Bird-san. From UK? Are you in the UK? It's quite an ungodly hour, isn't it? In the UK. Although Tidville is here as usual. I get on early to change my shirt in the bathroom and start sleeping. That's weird. Change your shirt in the bathroom? Why don't you just wear your sleeping shirt to the... Although, yeah, I wore my kimono on the flight coming home this time. And I usually wear as little as possible on the flights because I find them too warm, especially the Japanese Airlines. My only complaint with the Japanese Airlines is that they're too warm. I like it really cold on the flights. And Japanese people clearly don't. So they really tailor the temperature to Japanese people, which, you know, can't complain about, but it's hard. But I had way too much in my suitcase, so I had to kind of I wore and kind of carried like my kimono. And so I got on the flight, took it off, folded it up, and put it. They actually offered to hang it up, which was really nice. But, you know, there's nobody on the flight. There's plenty of room above. So it was fine, but it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice flying on a kimono on a Japanese airline. Like you got a lot of attention, a lot of other passengers saying, "Hey, nice kimono, man," and flight attendants. The flight attendant, it was business class, so you get a flight attendant introducing herself, giving you her name, and saying like, "Let me know if there's anything I can do for you." It's a very personal service. And the flight attendant, what was her name? Kuano-san, I think. She said. In the middle of the flight, she came to me. I asked for some water, something like mineral water or something like that. And she said, by the way, are you the person that does Rakugo? And I said, yeah. So she recognized me, which is that's kind of nice. It's nice to be recognized. Holy smokes, let me tell you. That's the name of the game, right? At least it's a short flight. to Cuba. Yeah, well, relatively short. It's not that short, but yeah. I liked when I was platinum and diamond was nice. Yeah, the perks are good. The perks are very good. Perks are okay. I mean, even the lounges are not that great. I try not to eat on flights and even before flights because I find like the stuffed feeling just exacerbates the being dehydrated and all that. So if you're not going to eat and you're not going to have alcohol, then the lounge, I don't even care. At first I was excited because you go to the lounge, but now I didn't really care. I think his ego prestige thing. Look at me boarding early. Yeah, no, you're right. That's what they play to. But it's such a, I used to take advantage of it. I'm not arguing with that. But after a while, I was like, why am I boarding early? It should be a privilege to board. It should be a privilege to have the right to hold up the plane. Not this kind of hold up, okay? To be at the last second, right? Status is an ego thing. Very true. Yeah. Yeah, I think they play to that. They totally play to that. What is it good? If you have points, I mean, I had an Aeroplan credit card, and then I got a lot of points, and I got to fly. I had a lot of free flights. But that's nothing to do with status. That's actually, my status was still pretty low. I just got points and turned them in for flights. But for some reason, my Aeroplan status did not go up so much. I think the points you earn when you fly on that airline and the points you earn just from your credit card doesn't up your status as much. I don't know what it was. I didn't have status, but I got free flights. So free flights are amazing. Like I think one out of 6 times I was flying between New York and Tokyo. I was flying for basically free for a couple $100, whatever the gas taxes or whatever. Boarding first, you get to put your carry-on above you instead of 10 seats away from you. Yes, that is true. That is one thing that's better for boarding earlier when it's a really crowded flight. I do agree with that. Point well taken. I like it when they used to board the plane from the rear to the front. Yeah, that's also, and some of them don't do that. So like the last, what is it? Group boarding is at the back of the plane. So you just have to wait for it. It's so inefficient. This is ridiculous. Anyway, no, you're right. Lewis is right. Yes, Lewis, you are bang on. That made way too much sense, so they stopped. Exactly. Pillow thief, yeah. I love the pillow thief story. Thank you, Eric and Raphael. Yeah, I think I might have performed that, or I might have told you that story before on this, didn't I? I was halfway through it, and I remember Lewis or someone commenting on it. Anyway, thanks, guys, for listening to it again. Glad you enjoyed it again. Yeah, I flew JAL flight from Houston to Narita and was shocked at the difference. Are you talking about the temperature, or what difference is that? Ichigo Mego. Konnichiwa. Kawasaki yori ai o komete arigato. Kawasaki. Iseshi no Kawasaki desu ne. I lived there for 2 years in Kawasaki. Yeah, thank you so much. Georgina-san, will invisible airplanes ever happen? I don't think I can see them taking off. Nice! Nice! That is great. Wait a second. I gotta get the whole. Oh, I think this view is better for that. Nicely done. Invisible airplanes? I can't see that taking off. Ah, very nice. I like it. I'm going to use it. Hope you don't mind me using it. Pachi. Nicely done. I thought those were for me. They're clearly for Georgina. Nicely done. Jason Nagao Estioko. Can you tell us a nice winter Rakugo story? Haha, not today. Maybe next week. Figure something out for the winter. Do we have any? I don't know if I know any winter stories. But it should be. There's something for every season in Japan, so it must be something. Let me figure it out. Thanks for making me facepalm at work with Made Man. Oh, nice, Made Man. That was I was pretty proud of that one. I'm really into mafia movies, so that one was in my rewind. Yes, sorry about that, guys. Robin Williams is spinning in his grave with these. Thank you, yo, de Eduardo. Aries 1124 son. Can someone explain the Made Man joke? Sure, I'll explain it to you. In in the mafia, a made man is you're becoming kind of like an official member. It's kind of a rank. So, and I can't remember the names of it. You've got capo, which is like the boss, and then you've got some other. I can't remember all the technical names. But I can't remember whether a soldier is a made man yet or not. But basically, you have these rankings, a pyramid of the mafia. So when you start out, they don't officially make you part of the mafia. If you to the ceremony to become part of the mafia, the famous one, they cut your finger and then you cut your finger and then they put a picture of a saint, a little paper picture of a saint, and then they burn the saint in your hand and it becomes ashes in your hand and you have to say something, and that is where you make the commitment of omerta, I think, which is you never ever betray the mafia, even if like you know the secrets and that kind of thing. You never rat on anyone, all that. So that I think once you go through that ceremony, then you're a made man. And then the other spelling of made is another name, probably not a good name to be using these days. Another name for the room service, or the, what do you call it? The housekeeping, when they clean, the person who cleans your room. So, yeah, so they can be called a maid. So it's maid service, that kind of thing. Could be a little bit, I don't know, derogatory. Maid, is maid derogatory right now? I don't know. This is getting with political correctness. You might not want to use maid. You say it was a guy, so the joke was a maid. He's a made man, and that's that. Hope you find it funny after the explanation. Georgina, they won't do it if the baby is yours. Cheers. Good one. Best one so far. Okay, cheers. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, the baby one's popular, eh? Okay. What if it's not a baby but a doll? Now you're confusing. Don't confuse things, Lewis. Lewis. Mafiosos are made men. Yeah. That's a very much briefer and more clear explanation. Pachi, thank you. Hey, it's play on words. Cheers. Made man. Nicely done. Made man is a person who's been officially inducted into the mafia. Okay, you guys' explanations are much better than mine. I get it now. Thanks, man. No problem. No worries, Matt. Mate. That's pretty funny too. Mate, man. Thank you. Yeah, Amy-san, did you not get that one? Josh Waisan, thank you very much. Getting a lot of pachis. Very nice. Thank you. These are the jokes, folks. Exactly. Oh no. Yes, they did do that last month. Who did what last month? Oh, okay. Yeah, that. Yeah, some of the airlines can be pretty sloppy. Eri-san, laugh out loud. Thank you so much. Baggage destination joke is my favorite. Oh, okay, good. Baggage joke, very funny. Okay, good. Okay, now I can see we got some popular ones then. Katsu-san, have you thought of streaming on Twitch sometimes? No, I have not, but a lot of people are saying that. Now, what is the benefit of streaming on Twitch? Because I'm streaming on a lot right now, and I could stream on Twitch, but I want to know what is better. Because I'm streaming right now on Facebook and on YouTube. So what would be the advantage of also streaming on Twitch? I would love to know that, if you can let me know. Air is getting thin, you're getting high. Bada bing. Yeah. Ah! Nicely done. I did it. That one went over my head. Lewis. Air is getting thin and I'm getting high. That's a great one. Whoa, 2 good jokes to add to my collection. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one of these and put it up. I'm gonna do this video later today and put it up on YouTube, including your guys' jokes. Thank you so much. Cheers. Another one of these acronyms that I can't understand. ROTFLMAO. Oh my God. A lot of dad jokes in there. Exactly. Cheers, guys. Thank you for great reactions. Good jokes, mostly. Can't have Uchiage without stolen whiskey. Stolen whiskey I left behind. I didn't want it to be breaking apart in my suitcase. You can't take them on the flight anymore because you're not allowed to take liquid due to safety concerns. And I didn't want it. I didn't want the bottle breaking and ruining my silk kimonos, which I was bringing home. Sound quality from this mic seems higher than usual. Okay, that's great. It's a far less expensive mic. Your mic is fine. My speakers suck. Hilarious. Avenue Q Sunshine is laughing or hungry. Too much plain food for him. Nicely done. At your show. Oh, you came to the show, eh? Nicely done. Thank you so much. Yeah, Irish coffee. I wish. I'd love some Irish coffee. Maybe go out and get a bit of Bailey's after this. December 26th. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. That's awesome. December 26th, yeah. So, just with some news, we should be opening Broadway again in September, I think, once the vaccine kicks in. I'm sure it has seen things that have not seen before. Okay. Emboss. Emboss. That's it. That's what I was trying to talk about. My tie has an embossed pattern on it. Thank you very much. Indentation, texture. San Francisco. Cindy Del Corto. San Francisco. Thank you. Leo's on. To be honest, I can't stop watching Mini Sunshine's face more than real Sunshine's son because his face looks so funny and cute as opposed to my face that doesn't look cute. Thanks a lot. The Sunshine After Dark show. Yeah. Why not? Welcome to Sunshine After Dark. We need some groovy music in the background of that. Thursday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day in your end of the world. Will there be a show? I'm going to do all the shows on schedule. So if that's what that is, then yeah, I guess so. Sure. Why not? Do a Christmas show? Why not? Yeah, for sure there will be. Michael O'Kane. Aloha from NYC. Thank you for joining. Kumiko Nakamura-san from Connecticut. Thank you very much for joining. This is great. Holy smokes. Korobimashita. Dharma-san korobimashita. Dharma down, 112. Sue Thomason, konnichiwa from Denver. Thank you for joining. Muppet is the highlight of the night. Oh, come on, guys. Yes, 2:40 a.m. Yeah. In the UK, right? Thank you for staying up. Fighting the good fight. Maybe she is in here. Business class. Check you out. Lucky. Picked up the fa. Have no idea what you're talking about. Gomendasai. Just the level of service between JAL and American flights. Yes. Just, yeah, night and day. Night and day. JAL and ANA. Just like it is night and day. Akagi-san, the next person is most important. I was lucky only one time. She was from Baywatch. Seriously. The next person is the most important. I was lucky only one time. She was from Baywatch. Seriously. So you're talking about like the person that sits right beside you is very important. Well, yeah. Jeez, if you got someone from Baywatch beside you, that is quite lucky. Suni Sato-san. Suni or Sunie? Is it Sunie or Suni? Maid man is like a tenured professor in college or university. Very nice. Thanks, Lucian Sunshine-san. No problem. Interesting how you describe the mafia initiation ceremony, but that's not how Laura's family does it. Okay. I won't comment. Might be dangerous to comment on that. I was once in an airport and I was playing a video game on my computer and almost missed the flight, eh? I went to the gate and they said they were looking for me. Yeah, it's been dangerous. I missed my flight once. You were looking for me? Yes, we were. I was so involved in Minecraft, I almost missed my craft. Nice. Nicely done. I almost missed Minecraft. Hey, you got to say in a German accent. It comes, oh, I almost missed Minecraft. Have you left your bags unattended at any time? Me? I don't know. They were in the loft for 9 months. That is very good. Nicely done. That's great. Have you left your bags unattended? That is great. Twitch is mainly for video games. I'm not so sure. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people do say communism with giggles. That's nice. Twitch has a lot of rules and stuff. Be careful. Okay. I don't know. But people are saying you should do what is it? What's the one like all the young people are doing now? Not Twitch. What is it called? The one that was going to be banned from the US. What the heck's it called? Guys, like, my mind is going. I'm getting old. Twitch can be like super chat, right? Yeah, maybe you can make some money. We can make some money. I'm going to put some super chat here. I know you guys are dying to send me money for this. So I'm going to start super chat. I got more than 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Twitch is a platform exclusively for streamers, so they have many services that YouTube might not. There are options for donations, super chats. You can do polls. You can do polls, emojis. Oh, okay. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if I can stream at the same time Twitch, why not? Donations options like super chat are also available on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do super chat. I know you guys are, yeah, you guys want to give me some money for this, right? You can sterilize your clothing with stolen alcohol. Ha! With the stolen whiskey, right? Yeah, exactly. Many people just prefer Twitch. No, I know a lot of people do. I haven't watched any Twitch yet. Santa Sunshine. Sure, why not? We'll do Santa. I feel like Sunshine Show has a bigger audience on Facebook and YouTube, but if he wants to try out Twitch, by all means. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start with 0 either way. But, yeah. But I'm not going to leave YouTube and Facebook for Twitch. You can just add an option. What the heck's it called? What's that one called, guys? Jet lag has hit you hard. Yeah. FA is flight attendant. Okay. Flight attendant. Okay. TikTok. That's exactly it. TikTok. A lot of people are saying I should do TikTok. I don't know how to use it. You know, you're getting old. Like, I was trying to fool around with it. I just couldn't do it. Don't know, but I watch TikTok and it's very addicting once you start watching it. TikTok. Thanks, guys. I got a lot of TikToks. TikToks. Okay, guys. That brings us to the end of the comments, and that brings us to the end of the show. It's time for me to get some Baileys so I can make my coffee into a Irish coffee. Maybe some whiskey, too. It's time to upgrade my coffee, guys. This is time into first class. Do a first class coffee. Thank you so much for joining. As I said, Thursdays and Saturdays, we got the Japanese show, 9 p.m. Japan time, and the English show at this time, which is starts at 9 p.m. New York time. I'm going to keep doing it until we're ready to go back on Broadway, and then I'll just change the times because I'll be performing on stage at this time. And the only time I won't do a show is if I have work. I may have a lot of work coming up, a lot of meetings. Now that I'm back in Japan, I think I'll have meetings with my investors, which might affect, it may affect the Japanese show. The English show is in the mornings. I won't have meetings in the morning, so the English show should happen. So cheers, guys. Thank you for joining, and we will see you soon. Sayonara. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Udon used to be the Osaka soul food. They love it as much today in Japan as they did back then. Nothing's changed except the change that if you had some change, you could score a bowl of udon only